Hello and welcome to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode, and welcome to Monday Night Raw, the last stop before Money in the Bank. And coming out, it is Grayson Waller. The boos rain down. Of course, this Saturday, Grayson Waller will be in action against Austin Theory. And well, Theory last week declaring that Waller has only ever held him back. And well, Grayson saying he's willing to give him the limelight one last time this Saturday, would proving who the breakout truly is. As Waller takes in his moment for a little pre-match. Of course, Theory was in the runnings for the Money in the Bank qualifiers, but Grayson Waller would prevent Theory from qualifying, and tonight Grayson Waller takes on Cruz del Toro. And with Del Toro, of course, representing the LWO. Norberto is tag partner. Well, not Berto, Cruz Oakland, Wild, I should say. My apologies, getting tripped up on the names there. Between the Legado del Fantasma faction that we have over on SmackDown. And here we go, Waller. The Aussie versus the future of Lucha Libre, and oh no. Grayson Waller coming out strong, not playing games. Cruz del Toro looking to fly, nails that springboard moonsault. And look at this here. Cruz del Toro trying to rock the game, but it is owned by Grayson Waller, and oh god. And, well, Waller just been able to get into that striking style. Avoiding the ropes is going to be a huge crux for Del Toro. And a huge elbow. And, well, went for the follow-up. Jawbreaker. Roundhouse. Cruz back in with a chance to survive. And here we go. Off the ropes. Insecurity attempt. Spin out forearm. No. Waller choking Cruz out on that top rope. And this is a huge turn of events here. Cruz del Toro is going to have to scratch. He's going to have to claw to survive the onslaught being brought to the table by Grayson. And a pinfall, a cocky pin from Waller. And Cruz going up for it. Flows through German. And this time Cruz del Toro gets the one count. But he is fired up for the comeback of the century. Well, Cruz del Toro, gonna say, looks to fly here, but Waller putting a sudden and bitter finish to this one. And while Cruz del Toro trying to cling on to life here. Well, Del Toro driving Grayson into the barricade. Count to 6 now. Well, Waller, as the clocks drew near to a count out. And here we go, leaping on Prettier. This could be the end for Cruz, and no. Well, Waller was looking to match some pace there, but Del Toro was quick behind him. Went to roll through for the stunner. But the fast-paced opposition on display here. Del Toro doesn't just move at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Clearly, he thinks at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Well, Del Toro looking for that drop kick. Waller considered going in for him. Realized he was just nearing takeoff, so opted to just run into that safe distance. And now Del Toro on the other end of a vicious beating. Oh God, Waller just had his head knocked off his shoulders and the foot up, the shoulder up a 1. Waller came close to defeat there. Adrian Butler fixing the turnbuckle. No. This sick bastard. Low blow. The Grayson Waller effect. And well, Waller getting into it with the ref here, and poison Rana. Cruz Del Toro knows he wants this one. He needs this. The only way he's gonna get it is by oh God. Waller taken to the cleaners. Here we go, Grayson. Quick up to his feet. As Waller just delivers the stampede of the century. A stiff forearm. Both men have taken a lot out of the other. And wait! Del Toro. Del Toro grounded in a bad looking way. And here we go, Grayson, snapmare. Well, having a little fun with it. Leaps through, Grayson Waller effect. The stunner. And there's the 3. And I think Austin Theory just took notes. This is a driven Grayson. We didn't see the usual pandering levels, the showmanship. It was just Grayson Waller getting between those ropes, doing as much damage as he can to nail that killing blow. I mean, look, lads, using the ropes to his advantage to choke out Cruz del Toro. And it was this, the first unprettier of the night. Absolute gorgeous execution, scampers into a pin, but Del Toro survived. And this was the moment the tides turned. The low blow instantly followed by that stunner. The entire crowd on their feet thinking this was the end, and Del Toro gets the shoulder up. And well, Waller attempting to avoid the offense, Del Toro able to adjust on the fly with one hell of a fiery comeback. But then it all come to a bittersweet end. Waller, for the biggest and final mark, rolls through stunner, center of the ring, and Butler counted the 3. Cruz came in with all the heart, but the dirty playbook of Grayson Waller was able to outlast. And wait a minute, backstage, Axiom being jumped by a masked figure. We don't know exactly, what's going on. Just got security alerting. Well, Axiom is being taken to the ringers. We need to get someone back here. We need to get some form of security here in the arena back there as quick as possible, because what? That is one half of the World Tag Team Champs. They are set to be in action this Saturday. And they're just getting beat down in similar fashion as to what we saw before with, Seth Rollins. But just Axiom taking the brutal shots from the chair and, hang on, coinciding. Nathan Fraser being taken down by a master attacker with a baseball bat. The backstage area in complete just disrule as Nathan Fraser suffers the same fate as Axiom. And wait, no, just put Fraser through the glass. And wait a minute, Drew McIntyre backstage, the United Kingdom champion this Saturday, and Money in the Bank. It doesn't matter who walks out there to face me for my United Kingdom championship, they'll end up in a hospital bed right alongside Seth Rollins. As for whoever walks away Mr. Money in the Bank, I advise you it's best to stay away, for you will have to face the full might of Unity. Of course, William Regal put together Drew and New Catch Republic. United we rule and preserve the legacy of a scene that will never die. And while McIntyre was fired up, ready to prove himself for the 3rd title defense. And well, it'll be interesting to see who's waiting around the corner at Money in the Bank. And well, the final set of Money in the Bank qualifiers take place tonight, of course. One of these women will join Candice LeRae and the one, the only Sol Aruka. Of course, last week, Candice LeRae went one-on-one with Alexa Bliss, and in a major upset, Bliss walked out unsuccessful. Candice LeRae shocking the world with one hell of a pinfall. But tonight, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez, takes on the one and the only, the ever enlightening Kiana James, a woman who just unsuccessfully put in her bid for the Women's World Championship, now looks for a second chance in the form of the Money in the Bank contenderships. If Kiana can win this, she enters the full woman ladder match. Of course, both brands will have 2 full men-women matches. The 4 women from SmackDown, 4 women from Raw compete for the women's Money in the Bank briefcases for their respective championships, and same for the men's side of the division. With a stacked set of mat ladders coming up. And now Perez awaits Kiana. And well, let's go Roxy chance breaking out. And Roxanne Perez and Kiana James locking up in the middle of that ring. And Perez just maintaining swift control over the situation and just wrenching in the headlock. Kiana James starting things off in bad territory. And Perez just taking James on a walk here. Roxanne though, getting too cocky. Kiana into the ropes. And now these women drive for position. Perez takes it into the ropes. And Roxanne just lands the cheap shot. Butler warns her. But Roxanne is driven, is hungry. And the Prodigy laying in these fists. Gotta be careful not to go too far, else Butler will be left with no choice but to call it. I mean, James has the size and strength advantage, but Roxanne Perez, following her idol, CM Punk, refusing to step down, even if you seem like the smaller person, even if, you know, you're written off. Do not ever give your opponent an inch. Frog splash. Hooks the leg. The Prodigy could be Mrs. Money in the Bank in a few days' time, and no. Roxanne Perez refusing to let things up in the corner. Not refusing to give James an inch. But Kiana James again just wrangling her in, but Perez like a little bulldog. Like a little chihuahua. Just nipping at the heels. Laying it out, but James just closed that gap. No, no, no. Fujiwara's in. And Perez refuses to give the submission any time to do damage, able to reverse it, and oh god, Kiana James, quick roll up, counter one, and a kick out by Roxanne. James looking to get things back in motion now, looking to swerve the tide. But again, Kiana James didn't quite have it in her to stay on her feet, to stay in control, and Perez is unloading every frustration, every ounce of need for victory. And while Kiana James again just catching Perez off guard, and a deeper kick out this time, but Perez almost just faced an unexpected end. And Kiana uses the height advantage, stomping the digit. And now Roxanne put all of her energy into that flurry to open. Oh well, Roxanne just adjusting on the fly. Double knee Meteora. And James again, just wait a minute. And this time it was the Prodigy, unable to rein control, and look at the bruising on the face. And the fall to earth. And wait a second. Both women just vying for power. Stunner from Perez. And Roxanne just taking advantage now of this time to recoup, reset, and approach the challenge once more from a more stable footing. Oh wait, Kiana caught in. Oh well, James the wherewithal to survive. And a shoulder breaker. Well, James ready in the corner as Perez pulls herself up, spear, flips through for a second. Oh, wait a minute. Roxanne. And what's the play? Just ducks out of dodge. Kick to the midsection. Pop. Rocks. Hooks her deep. 3. Roxanne Perez qualifies alongside Candice LeRae and Sol Rucker as the action tonight continues to propel. And I am getting official updates. Nathan Fraser and Axiom are cleared for this Saturday despite whoever the hell attacked them backstage. And now Roxanne though. What an amazing victory, what an amazing chance. What an impact she can make this Saturday if she's able to win that Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, Roxanne Perez is a guaranteed future champion. That briefcase would only take her closer to the mark. And just look at that beautiful connection and execution on Pop Rocks for the 3. And Roxanne gets to celebrate a tremendous debut. Yeah, and her first night on Raw. Well, a lot of animosity building up between these two in recent weeks. Looking to find out who will face Karrion Kross at Money in the Bank. Big Jim, Jimmy, Oosh, oh. Making his way down. Of course, one hell of a time Jimmy had put on the shelf by the current Intercontinental Champion, Karrion Kross. But ultimately, of course, when confronting Karrion, Jey Uso took issue. Jey wants a rematch for a chance to take home the title he believed to be his. And now the brothers stand at odds. Jey getting himself on the crowd hyped. Oh my god. Why do they go so fast? But Jey Uso making his way down. Ready for action. Well. Huge Uso chance coming out now. Well. Wild shot flung by Jimmy. Jey tried to follow. And now Jimmy Uso taking out frustrations on Jay. Of course, Jey Uso, while Jimmy was in hospital, while Jimmy was healing up, Jay didn't get in contact once. Jay neglected his family in order to pursue his own moral goal. As Jimmy and Jay lock up now, Jey Uso looking to change the pace. But Jimmy able to rank through. As these two men just vie for power. I would have thought we'd see these brothers at war here. And now Jimmy and Jay in a battle of will. In a battle of who will stand victorious. And well, Uso, well, Jim takes Jay down. And well, Jey Uso going for a roll up. And well, Jimmy reversed the count, but decided to. And here we go again, the lock up to slow the pacing down. And I swear to God, both men just showing their equal strength. Showing how they're, evenly matched. They know each other like the back of their hands. And oh no. Jimmy has just busted open Jay. And, well, immediately went to rub salt in the wound with that forearm. Oh no. Jay, just remember, this is your brother. Cross, I think somewhere is just sat back laughing and watching the chaos he caused. Cross tried to plant the seeds of dissension amongst these two a while back, and now he gets to see his seeds foster. No, Jay just plants Jimmy on the turnbuckle. And Jey Uso just pulling out one hell of a slam there, and Jimmy survives. And just look. Oh no. Yeet. Uppercut. Throwing the haymaker in. And while Jimmy in bad position. Super kick attempted from Jimmy. Super kick attempted again. These two men locking up. As Jay and Jimmy again just. Oh God, Jay going in with a gut shot and the clothesline to follow suit. You'd think that they would show some level of mercy to one another. But for both men, this is personal. The shot, a carrying cross, means more than anything. And they stand in each other's way. Jimmy stands in the way of Jay's personal redemption. But Jay is standing in the way of Jimmy's vindication. Jimmy believing the words Cross said, that Jey Uso gets handed a shot in the Intercontinental qualifiers to prove himself. Jimmy got nothing. Jimmy had to work this match after match, no gain in sight. No shot at the top. where Jay got to rise and transcend. Jimmy had to scratch and claw. Oh wait, what's Jimmy looking for? Whoa! Big Jim nailing the shot. And well, Jimmy. We know what Jimmy loves to do. You're that running hip attack, but opted for the drop kick instead. And well, Jimmy putting up the ones to the sky, showing he still stands with his family, still stands with his own. And a bad timing. Jey Uso soaking in the moment a little too long. Wait a second. Jimmy and Jay just broiling down into a battle of strikes. Both trying to overcome one another. And well, Jay offering up the free shot. And Jimmy looking to seal the deal. No way. Big Jim, high risk, high road, no. Jimmy threw himself to the heavens. But sadly, no one there to catch the fall. Super kick attempted. Oh, wait a minute. Jimmy to the top rope. Running. Forearm. Oh, well, Jimmy and Jay just jockeying it out. Super kick attempted. Jay counters with his own. And the war still rages on. I mean, these two men. Samoan drop. Super kick. The kick to the back of the head. And here we go, Jimmy. Again. The big Jim driver. Oh, well. Jimmy was looking to try and get Jay out the corner to potentially follow up with an Uso. No. And here we go, Jim again to that top rope. Super kick to the midsection. Oh, well, for the third time in this matchup. Jimmy plants Jay to the heavens. Uso splash. Hoist the legs. Now where that's carrying. Cruiserweight cross. Takes out both Jimmy and Jay. The Intercontinental Champion sending a message to the Usos. And the Women's World Champion coming out now. Of course, last week was able to successfully defeat Chelsea Green in singles competition after an attempted interference by Piper Niven. Chelsea, I tried to spare you the embarrassment that happened last week, but no, you insisted and you suffered for it. No PFC needed, but I do have a bone to pick with the woman who stepped out of line. Piper Niven, you put your hands on my championship. Oh, well. Speak of Niven, and the Scottish woman appears. Shayna, you want to put me in line? Then Saturday face me with that title on the line. Last week I didn't put my hands on your championship. I was just testing how to wear it when I take it from you. See, Chelsea suckered you in. I made it perfect there for us to take what you hold so precious. And well, it seems that Niven and Chelsea worked together to put together a trap, and Shayna Baszler declares that she'll see Niven on Saturday as the match is made official for Money in the Bank. And well, we look to finish off the brackets for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match on the Raw side of things. Of course, so far, some top of the line competitors: Dominic Mysterio, Ethan Page, Carmelo Hayes, and either Rey Mysterio or Javon Evans will join them. And well, the legend of Lucha Libre, one of the most iconic and recognizable masked wrestlers on the planet, gets one hell of a chance. He's been on a bit of a dry streak, taking losses. But Rey Mysterio gets one more. Of course, Clash of the Castle, him and Dragon Lee took the loss to New Catch Republic with Unity. And here we go. They call him the Young OG. Javon is a bona fide future talent. The things that man can do in the ring, the athleticism, the pace, can very fewly be matched. So now he looks to run amok, putting Javon in a match with endless opportunities, endless limits as far as your creativity can go, would be a resulting masterclass. Now, while Rey Mysterio looking ready, Javon getting to step in there with Javon looking to go straight into the ropes. Rey Mysterio bringing pace from the off. Super kick. Rey stays to his feet, but both men getting backed up into that corner. Things always get dicey here, but a clean break. And look at this. The young OG wants Rey back on his feet. And this is what he is all about. That arm drag kip up into the drop kick. And now, just running through, putting on a hell of a display, but Rey jawbreaker. And well, catches that clothesline. Rey Mysterio going with a springboard of his own. Double foot stomp. Super kick, but again, Rey able to stay on his feet. Can't ever lock up, but Javon drives Rey into the corner. Again, just a nice clean break. As these two men vie for power, and Rey just locking things up. Javon looking to try and stay out of the technical game. Went for the kick. Mysterio on the apron there, and oh god, we're looking for some aerial warfare Javon leaps into the heavens. And wait. I think it could be Ray's turn here. And Rey Mysterio Hurricane Rana off the top rope. And well, Javon. Huge elbow. Oh God, Evans. Huge Hurricane Rana of his own. Oh wait, Javon. Waits for Mysterio, springboard clothesline. And this is what we like to see. Gorgeous frog splash to the airtime that he got on that, insane. But sadly there was no one home to receive it. The young blood. Cutter. And Javon Evans. Frog splash across the ring. Mysterio on his last legs, but a kick out of 2. And now running. Forearm. Ray, in a desperate bid, hits the roll up. Some guy in the crowd is yelling to pin them, as Ray's proven just then that maybe we're a little bit too early for simple pinfalls with the amount that these two men have in the tank. Double foot stomp attempted. And well, both men realized that their shots hadn't landed. And instantly started the skirmish. And wait, Javon frog splash out the corner. And Evans again just really bringing his all. Oh well. Evans. Here we go. That killing shot. Javon just a few seconds out of sync from winning the champ, from winning the Money in the Bank contendership. Mysterio moved just in the nick of time. Well, Ray and Javon really vie for position. Javon with the pinfall. And look at that. Ray trying to... Oh my God, Evans. We know Evans can go. We know Evans has that ability to destroy. Jumping cutter. You're in the ring with a legend like Mysterio. You want to prove yourself as a future high flyer. Oh, no. That's good. Wait, no. Evans and Mysterio. Battle it out. the position, battle it out for superiority. Ray having a little pace back and forth. Maybe he needs to go to the toilet. Oh God, what's Ray thinking? Second power bomb. And there it is. Javon rolling to the ropes, getting some leeway. Well, sometimes you have a move, you have a plan, you go to execute. Oh no. 6, 1, no. Javon might have just lost his dreams. And Javon Evans firing off. Evans, gorgeous connection. 1, 2, 3. And Javon Evans. Just look at some of this action. High-paced. Both vying to prove themselves. Ray showed tonight he can still go that pace. He can still bring a fight. But when you're in the ring with young blood like Javon, a man who is capable of things that he is capable of, you cannot for a second question yourself. You cannot show doubt. For he will start to run rings around you. And well, Evans really didn't fail to impress. And here we go, this was it. 6, 1, 9. Ray landing the perfect killing shot. Hesitated to go for the frog splash, opting for a pin. Giving way for Evans to pull back. The flurry of a century. Decks Ray out. And just look at that. The rotation for Javon to walk out the victor, and Javon Evans joins the men's Money in the Bank ladder match with Ethan Page, Dominic Mysterio and Carmelo. What an opportunity and what a chance. And it is time for our main event, of course, as Money in the Bank heats up. Coming up first, it is the Queen, Charlotte Flair. And well, Flair tonight competes with a major opportunity. The winner of this match joins Bayley, Candice LeRae, and, well, my apologies there, but Bayley, Candice LeRae, for a chance at becoming the number 1 Women's Money in the Bank winner. My apologies, I did get the brackets mixed up. Of course, they will be joining Sol Ruka, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and of course, the one, the only, whoever wins this match. Well, Flair takes a slow and calculated approach to the ring. But tonight, a woman with a chip on her feather. Woo! 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 It is Lyra Valkyrie. On Lyra Valkyrie tonight, eyes are focused ahead. Has had near miss after near miss. This is her chance to claim the briefcase. A chance to make herself at home. Oh well, she will have to bring her A game to top the woman stood opposite her in the ring right there, Charlotte Flair. Oh well, Flair runs in. Valkyrie. Well, Valkyria, the better pronounce it. Just not looking to let Flair get in an inch. Oh, but here we go. Charlotte using the strength. Wedges Lyra into the ropes quite aggressively. Oh, well, Lyra maybe out of her depth here. May not be in a winning predicament. And here we go again, the crossbody using her full weight and might. Well, you can see that time, even with Charlotte coming out her full pelt, she threw her body in full. Not leaving caution to the wind. Ah, well, here we go. Flair. And the kip up to follow. But Valkyria. Swing and a miss, and Charlotte now just fed up of playing the games. Fed up of giving Lyra a chance to even stand in her presence. Oh, we're looking for that exploder a second time, it seems. And look at the slaps. Insecurity, but miscalculating the height difference. Collar and elbowing. Oh my God, these women. Just leaving nothing to stand. Away Lyra. Single leg Boston Crab. But not enough. Flair scuttles out. Wait, no. Charlotte Flair with her own submission. Well, these two wrapped up, and the Dragon Sleeper puts Lyra down. A struggle for supremacy, but Flair just sinks in that Dragon Sleeper, holds it tight, and a Flair is added to Money in the Bank. Just one stop, and of course SmackDown this Friday, and then it will be Money in the Bank, but the Queen celebrates a humble victory as her crowning moment could be upon us if she is able to walk out victorious for the Mrs. Money in the Bank briefcase.